Everyone. My name is Jessica. Welcome to Artificial Synapse Media. Today I'm going to be walking you through a step-by-step process of creating thesis writing AI agents. So AI agents are basically intelligent systems that assist users autonomously through natural language. So basically they rely on AI driven capabilities like intent detection, memory detection, problem solving or decision making to understand users needs and provide meaningful assistance. So they can be used in various applications to solve problems. So their use case is going to be helping students or researchers, as the case may be, to write their thesis or their research paper. And we're going to be making use of Botpress. So what's Botpress? Botpress is it's an open source platform that has an easy to use drag and drop feature. Basically, it makes it easy for building smart, user friendly bots. So whether you're a beginner coder or you haven't coded before, don't fret. Botpress is very, very easy to use, very easy to navigate. It comes with features like natural processing languages, image retention, and customizable workflows. It basically simplifies complex bot building processes. So without further talk or further yapping, let's get into bot building. So you'd want to go to botpress.com. After signing in, it will bring you to an interface like this. So we want to go ahead and create our bot. I've gone ahead to create my bot. This is my bot. It's called Project. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to walk you through the bot creating process, right? So you go ahead and click create bot. Name it whatever you want. Let's say this is writing agent, or just go crazy what you want to do. So our bot has been created. We'd go to edit it in a studio. That's after you've created your bot. But like I said, I've created mine before. So I'm just going to go straight into that. So this is the bot building interface. These are all my notes, but I'll take you through a step by step. We're going to look at everything step by step. But before that, let's just look at everything we have here. We have the workflow, that's where this is, where all our nodes are going to be, where we're going to build our bots. We have the knowledge base. So the knowledge base is where you're going to input all necessary information to build your bots. So for this project, I had to go online because my topic for my use case was the role of AI in climate modeling for environmental sustainability. I went online and I downloaded some resources that would, help me. That would be very useful. So I downloaded them and I put them in my knowledge base. I uploaded them to my document. Then I also enabled web search. That's the ability for the bots to go online and then search the entire web for resources if the need arises. So let's go straight into the workflow. So first off, my first node was the welcome node. This is a standard node. A standard node is different from, there are two types of node in Botpress. We have the standard node and then the autonomous node. The standard node basically gives out what you tell it to. Autonomous node, on the other hand, they are more, as the name implies, they are more self-dependent. They can generate answers by themselves. They rely heavily on AI. So for my welcome address, hi there, I would love to assist in writing your thesis. Goes to the next node, which is kindly indicate your research topic. Like I mentioned earlier, for this example, I was building mainly around my research topic, which was the role of AI in climate modeling for environmental sustainability. Hence why I had to download PDFs relating to my topic, right? So after that, it goes to the next node, which is going to acknowledge that, okay, it has registered the research topic the user imputes, right? So this, I did this with a normal text card. Text card can be found, all your cards can be found here. You just go to the left side, it comes out, it pops out. This is a text card. You add it. Then the expression is what is in charge of taking one node to the next node. So we can also find it here where the cards are. You can find it here. For research topic is going to require that the user drops an answer, right? So we're not going to use a normal text card for that. We are going to use a raw input card. That is this. So once the user drops the research topic, I created a variable for it, research topic. So that's where the bots are going to save the answers. Then, like I said, to acknowledge the research topic. Then from there, we're going to the next node, which is the aims and objective. So you're going to ask the user the aims and objective of their thesis, just so in the future, the autonomous nodes that I'm going to walk you guys through, just so they have a clear, a defined topic, a defined aims and objectives. So when they are going to the knowledge base or they are going online to search for their answer, they know what the user wants. They kind of have a clear path as to what the user is expecting to see, the kind of inputs the user is expecting to see. So after that, we're also going to note that we're also going to register that. Just let them know that okay, we've noted that. So this is another workflow. Sometimes Botpress, if you have a lot of nodes in one workflow, they would notify you that your nodes in the workflow are too much. So they would require you to, create another workflow and then channel it here. So that's what I did here with this workflow, new workflow 2, which is here. So from where it acknowledged the aims and objective, we have our first autonomous agent. So autonomous agents are very different from, or autonomous nodes are very different from standard node, like I explained earlier. They are more AI dependent. Standard nodes are not really, I don't think they are. They are, but not as much as autonomous node. Autonomous node, you just need to define your instructions and they get to work. So here I said you're an autonomous agent. You can search the web and the knowledge base to help users create a thesis outline based on their research topic and objectives. Ask user if they're satisfied with the response. If they are, move to the next node. So this is very straightforward. So this node is going to create an outline, basically, okay, the introduction, from the introduction to the literature review, to the methodology, data analysis, and whatnot, down to the reference, the last section of a normal thesis paper, that is the reference. So going on to the next node, first things first, have you loaded the resources we'll be needing into the knowledge base? This could include PDFs, doc, JPEGs, flat files, or even websites, just to help our nodes like I explained earlier. So yes, okay, the next prompt is then we are good to go. Let us go straight into introduction, shall we? So if you notice that every point in time, we are carrying the user along. We are not just doing things from our own will. We are carrying them along, shall we? Yes. Then we go ahead to create the introduction. On the other hand, first things first, have you loaded in the resources we'll be needing? If the user says no, then I would implore to please load in your resources before we can move ahead, because it's very important. It's very, very important. And then we are good to go. Let us go straight to introduction, shall we? If peradventure the user says no, then a raw input card. Why? Kindly state your reasons. So this is stored in another variable, introduction reason. Why? The reason why they don't want to go ahead with the project writing, right? And then we have another autonomous card here. You're an autonomous agent. You can search the web and a knowledge base to generate a response based on the reason or reasons raised from the previous node. After solving issues, prompt users to continue, and if declined, end chat here. Autonomous nodes are very self-sufficient. You just need to define their instructions and they get to work from there. So that leads us to the end of this workflow, and then we'll go straight to our main workflow. Yeah, all of that was here in this new workflow too. A mistake I made was not labeling my notes correctly. That's very important, just so you can keep your workflow very neat and you don't lose sight of what you're doing. So from there, we go straight to, okay, can we move on to the literature review? So that's like an overview of the whole process. It goes from the literature review to the data analysis. I know some projects do not really require data analysis. Um, so at that point, it would require if the user has already done their due diligence and done the data analysis themselves, and if they would upload it to the knowledge base, and then the autonomous node will do its work from there. But if the project doesn't really require data analysis, um it can go ahead from there, generate an overview for its results and discussions, an overview of the project topic and the aims and objectives, and then try and answer the research question that it's set for itself earlier. So that's basically it for this bot building. All of this is just from the introduction to the literature review to the all the sections involved in creating a thesis, right? And then when we are done with that, so it kind of requires feedback on a scale of 1 to 10. How satisfied were you with the responses? So this could also help you, make adjustments in the future, tweak things here and there based on the feedbacks or the criticisms from users. Kindly give a feedback on how we can be better, and then that ends the bot. So I'm going to try and test it out. So when we are done with all of this, you've tried it with the emulator, everything works. You can go ahead to publish, then share your link. This is it. A link comes out, you share it, and then you can interact. Users can interact. So I've copied the link for this bot. I'm going to go to a new tab. Yes, so I was able to customize web chats. I'm going to walk you through the customization process later on, but this is what my web chat looks like. This is the interface that users are going to interact with once I share them that link. So let's start the chat. Let me just walk you through what the bots do, right? So we say hi, the chat. Hi there, I'd love to assist in writing your thesis. Kindly indicate your research topic. So, the role of AI in climate modeling for environmental sustainability. Yes. Noted. What are the aims and objectives of your thesis? Let's say to highlight the importance and advantages of implementing AI in climate modeling. So I like the importance of, let's just say that noted. Okay. The next prompt. Okay, so it brings out, based on your research topic and objectives, here's a suggested thesis outline for the role of AI in climate modeling. It brings out the introduction, the literature review, AI application in climate modeling, advantages of AI, challenges and limitations, future prospects, conclusion. So basically, it brought this out. It was able to generate this based on my aim and objectives that I provided it earlier. So let me know if you are satisfied with this outline or if there are any changes I would like to make. I would say I am satisfied. Let's go on. Let's go ahead. Okay. First things first, have you loaded the resources we'll be needing into the knowledge base? Note this could include PDF, docs, JPEG files, and even websites. I'll go ahead and say yes. Then we are good to go. Let us go. Yes. And then it's going to go ahead. Your autonomous node is going to go ahead and generate a an introduction for us. Let's see. Let me try retrieving information from the knowledge base instead. Okay. Okie dokie. So it brought this out from our knowledge base. Now rapidly evolving, blah blah blah. Okay. And then in the prompt I gave it for the autonomous node, I also instructed it to bring out possible research questions from the aims and objectives and the topic. So it brought this out. How can AI improve the accuracy and efficiency of climate models? What are the potential impacts of AI-driven climate prediction on policy making and resource management? How can AI contribute to the integration of renewable energy sources into combating climate change? Which I think is pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. So I'm satisfied. So it goes to the next note. Great. Since you're satisfied with the introduction, let's move on to the next part of your thesis. Can we move on to the literature review? Yes, please. Let me generate the literature review for your thesis on our use case, on our topic. Let it cook. Okay. Okay. Pretty decent. It's not as extensive as a typical literature review would be, but it's a good starting point. Is a good um is something you can start with, something you can build upon. I think it's okay. I'm satisfied with it. I love the fact that it's because I gave it the prompt to give us a citation, and it did just that based off of the resources I put in the knowledge base. So let me know if you're satisfied with this draft. If there are any areas you'd like to or are there to explore further, I'm okay with it. I'm satisfied. Move on. Would your thesis be needing data analysis? If you've done your due diligence and you've done your data analysis, then the bot takes it up from there. But for the sake of this demo, I'll be saying no. Okay, let's move on to discussions. Okay, okay. AI's contribution to climate modeling. So it just gave a very brief write up on all these topics. You can go ahead and build up on it, research for more resources online and add to it. But it just gave a very brief write ups on each of the topics. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead, please. Would you like to proceed with the conclusion section? Yes, please. Okay. In conclusion, okay, 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 okay. So if you notice, this is just giving a brief overview. If your data will be needing analysis, which most thesis or research paper does, narrates write-ups based off of the analysis, based off of what you've added to the knowledge base. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Can we move on to recommendation? Yes. Recommendations. I didn't see anything for recommendations. Beautiful. I love this. Very, very spot on. Okay. So it basically, all the resources it's used, all the resources it's cited from, it basically, because I gave it a prompt to return references in APA style, and that's exactly what it did. I'm pretty, very much impressed with this. Yes. Okay, I'm satisfied. On a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied were you with the responses? I would say, let's say 7. Kindly give feedback on how we can be better. I would have loved if the responses were longer. Noted. So this ends the chat. Pretty decent. I know it can be worked on, but this is just to show that there's a lot WordPress can do. There's a whole lot more you can do. This was just a demo. I'm sure if I had spent more time with it, tried and worked with the bot a little longer, I'm sure it would have generated first of all, a longer response. I think that's the only issue I'm seeing with it right now. The responses are not as long as I would have loved it to be. Yeah, that's it. That's how you can build your thesis writing agent with WordPress. So checking the analytics. So you go to your workspace. That's where we created our bots. You come here. On the left hand side, you can pick whatever project you're working on. For our thesis writing project, mine is project. So you click on it and then you can go to analytics. Analytics basically monitors user activity um, for that bot, that specific bot. So here you can see the number of users for the last month, the graph for the number of users, new users and returning users. Then the types of users, blue represents the new users and yellow represents returning users. You can see here that is equal, 4 returning users and 4 new users. The bot messages, the user messages, and number of sessions for the past month, messages per session, messages, last 3 months overview. That's the total messages, the total users, and the sessions at every point in time. Then the LLM activity, the total messages, the number of LLM calls, LLM errors. LLM errors are 0. Nice. LLM performance per second, minimum, average, maximum. Okay. LLM cost. Okay. So this is how you monitor the performance of your bots. Um, if you are building, most especially if you are building very complex, um, if your use case is very complex and it would require a lot of bots, you would notice that adding all of them here can be very, very overwhelming, extremely overwhelming. So it's ideal if you have a flow chart that kind of arranges everything you want to do before you start building your bots. It keeps you on track. It helps you, know where which goes where, and it just keeps your work very neat and makes you know what you are doing. So for this project, I made use of a flow chart named Mirror. So you can go to mirror.com, miro.com, and you can sign up, create an account, and it's very, very easy to use. So this is my flowchart. Everything, all my nodes, everything that is on my workflow is here. I kind of arranged it here, so it's easy for me to come here, check what I'm doing, go back there, create my bots. It just keeps your work very tidy, very arranged, and it actually reduces your bots building time. Yeah, so this is it's very advisable. I would encourage you to use a flowchart. Amira is a very good one for customization of web chats. We go back to our interface, to our bot. We go back to where our bots are being built. Once you click on share, you will see a prompt to customize web chats. So we can come here to customize our web chats. Yes. So you can literally do anything you want to do here. Here, I named my bot your thesis writing assistant, which we can see here. Description, a thesis writing assistant that helps users with their project, which we can also see here. Theme, dark. You can do whatever you want to do with customizing your bots. You can make it like if you are going to incorporate your bots with a website, you can maybe integrate the colors of that website at this point. Just do whatever you want based on your specifications, based on your preference. So this is what I wanted my bots to look like, and I was able to customize it here. So thank you so much for your time. I hope this bot building session has been very insightful. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like if you found it helpful, drop a comment if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.